Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
Hey, is this thing on? Hello, testing.
No debate, cause they saw. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant.
What's up, Twitter world? There's my little OJ.
He's got an autographed OJ photo.
Has anybody heard the story about the Glizzy guy?
He fits today's generation.
Oh yeah, speaking of lady basketball players, Lola Bunny, bonkable. Yes or no?
Ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday. Happy June. Welcome into the Korner Booth Podcast. I am, of course, your host, Mr. Jared Clem. Just keep in mind, this month is definitely a very public one. One thing I want people to remember, obviously, we know we have a lot of stuff to go on this month, but NBA Finals, getting close to the baseball All-Star break, NFL offseason completely is in its dead zone, and my beard is looking out of control today. Just want to open up a little bit and talk about something before we get into the month that is kind of near and dear to my heart. A lot of people are affected by this. Many people don't know this. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And it is not to overshadow or to take away from other things that go on this month, but it's something that people sometimes get to ignore, especially in the areas of, especially with men and in our society today, where men are kind of told just to, button up. And as much as it is, and I'm one of those people who tell people, like, toughen up if you can, but if you need help, seek help. You're never alone in this fight. Just don't want to open up with that. I do every single June 1st show, so just want to start with that. But hey, listen, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to do some fun stuff, starting with, we're talking Madden cover. We got NBA Finals are set. And they announced the Madden cover. I am terrified and happy as hell about it at the same time. So joining me is my co-host, I guess a little bit of a bitter Knicks fan, Matt Ordaza. Matty, how you doing, bud?
I'm all right. I mean, I was upset they didn't win. I was more just upset that they just didn't have a fight in that game. I mean, it was close all the way to the half, and then the third came, and the lead went from, down by 3, down by 6, to down by 12, down by 15, and then it just kept getting worse and worse, and it's just there was just at some point watching the game early in the fourth, you just kind of saw the team tap out, and it was sad to see. But on to next year. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's a weird place to kind of look at it. I love that. I think that the Knicks being good at basketball is good for basketball. I think that they are close. So are the team that got mollywopped by the Thunder. I just think both those teams that lost, the teams we wanted to go to the finals, are about a year away. It's unfortunate, but I will be telling you this right now, Matthew. There's no disrespect to New York, but my hatred of Oklahoma City, go Pacers. Firmly, go Pacers. I don't like floppers. I never have. I never will. So why would I start rooting for them now? Halliburton may be a front runner when it comes to talking smack, but hell, you don't flop. Also, they've got the most intimidating man in basketball on that roster. That'd be James Jones or James Johnson. Scary dude. All right. So we also have our producer, Nate. What's up, Nate?
Hi. Happy Monday to you both. Buddy. Matt, I'm so sorry for what happened. Of course, to your boys. Good season, though, overall. It's okay. You know why? Because football season's around the corner, right? And then we can suffer together as Jets and Giants fans.
That's how we're – oh, hey, listen, he's optimistic about it. I'm still – what's the problem is I've been staring at my top 10 list for quarterbacks. Oh, spoiler alert, that's how we're ending the show today, boys and girls. Ooh. We're going to rank our top 10 quarterbacks, and I haven't even texted my new list, and Nate because it's changed 7 times.
Daniel Jones, number 8.
1,000?
You make a good point, boss. Real quick. I know when Zach was on the show with us last week or the week before, you mentioned how quarterbacks should if they want to kind of find that second chance in the NFL or like a chance to start a game, they should go to the UFL and compete. He's one guy I would love to see. I would love to see
with his speed, running a read option offense. Holy crap, man!
Gone.
Him, Zach Wilson with his ability to improvise. Dude, Carson Wentz with both. Like, dude, imagine like Carson Wentz in the UFL just taking a snap. He'd throw 40 touchdowns. He'd be leading MVP.
Damn right.
And then he would be able to hunt. He'd get prime hunting season off. Carson, you may have found your calling, brother.
Zach Wilson on the defenders.
Bro, Zach Wilson out here just chucking 40. Matt, the ultimate. Matt would have to just like be like question everything about his life is if Wilson gets signed by the defenders. Let's say Te'amu gets a shot right at the pros again, and so Wilson's signed with the defenders. And Wilson's not only good, he wins them a damn title. Matt's gonna sit there like.
I'm gonna be like, do I bring out my Zach Wilson Jets jersey? Like, do I not? What do I do?
It cracks me up, man. I love the bounce back. I could love nothing more than see Carson Wentz take snaps for the DC Defenders or the St. Louis Battlehawks or the expansion teams to be named later. It'd be so cool to see that stuff. I would love to see all this. I think the pride issue becomes a thing. So yeah, Nate, I love you brought that point up because I'm with you there. I think that a lot of these guys could really kind of take advantage.
Indeed. And if Jones ever did go to the UFL, I would root for that team. And that would be my favorite team until he leaves. I miss him. I really do. I miss the guy he was, not the player, because the player, he made me depressed. But as the person that he was good to root for because, he just sucked at playing quarterback for my team.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Oh, and also congrats. You won the 4-pack this year. Congratulations, sir. It's okay. It's okay. Matt, it's fine. We're losers together again. Well, no, you won the 6-pack. So
4 perfect weeks this season. Hear ye. Never has an ass whooping been done this bad.
I was 0-4.
4 perfect weeks out of 10. All hail the king.
Oh, shit. I did not know that.
I can't really be upset because
perfect weeks with the backups in.
I got the 3 6-packs in a row. I can't be upset that I dropped this one. I got to just be humble and just be happy with what I got.
Yeah, you get jerseys. I get a UFL hat.
You get a nice hat.
I do. I do like the hats. I'm just trying. The problem is I keep staring at this damn screen and I'm trying to. When did Cooper rush down with the Ravens? By the way, my brain's trying to restart itself a little bit. I'm trying to write this in order. I've rewrote this 7 freaking times. I was looking through the passing yards leaders because I got bored for a second, and I was like, I saw Cooper Rush, and it's got a Ravens logo. And I said, well, when did that happen? But whatever.
Better than Ben DiNucci. Trace McSorley.
I miss Trey McSorley. Throw it on a dime.
I just miss the songs. I don't miss the players.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Penn State. Remember the Penn State game where they were playing Michigan and they were playing like, I got a call in my phone. You don't remember that?
Yeah,
it was like
Mo
the...
Bamba.
Yeah, Mo Bamba.
Yeah, I remember that. Man, fun times.
Almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Also, less than 2 weeks away until I go to LA. Giants, Dodgers. For me.
I was about to say.
Protect yourself, please.
Yes, I will. Matt, what's up? What was the question?
I was going to say, aren't you already in LA? But I forgot you're in Sacramento.
Close enough.
You know, wear your A's gear? Or is that like asking for like a...
That's a question I'm trying to figure out still. I want to get your opinion real quick. That's okay.
I feel like, all right, I don't know if this makes sense. If somebody came to like a Yankees and Orioles game or a Yankees Red Sox game, and they were decked out in Miami Marlins gear, I would not care. I would probably not. I wouldn't say anything to him, but I would feel bad. And I feel like that's probably what you're going to get. I think they're going to feel bad because you're an Athletics fan.
Which is why
I don't think they're going to care. I don't think they'll care that you have the A's gear on. I think they'll be like, "Oh, this poor guy."
But that's the thing, though, and I want to ask you.
If you have A's gear on at Dodger Stadium, you should be fine. But if you have Giants gear on, oh sweet Lord, protect you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because obviously I'm not a Dodgers fan. I love Ohtani though. I love the fact that they have Asians everywhere, which is fun for
the Asians and Asians.
Hey, dang right. So I was thinking for the occasion, if I get like a Dodgers jersey, is that like criminal?
If it's for an A's fan, no. For my view of your integrity, yes, unless it's Jackie Robinson.
So if I get an Ohtani
jersey, Koufax, go throwback. Don't go modern Dodgers. Go throwback.
Okay.
I do like a good
jersey. Get like Sandy Koufax or like Jackie Robinson. Get something like kind of lit. Like get something like that. Like get something like old school. Because if you get a modern Dodger, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at that shirt and I want to go. Yeah.
Yeah, if I were to, what Jared's saying is what I would do. Like, if I went to like an Angels stadium, I would look for like that '90s Movan type jersey, or like Troy
Glaus or Vladdy Guerrero.
Yeah. Okay. Or I get like if I went to like a Nationals game, I go look for like a Vladimir Guerrero Expos jersey because
Howie Kendrick, baby, World Series hero.
Oh yeah.
I like the spring training jerseys, like the ones you just throw right over instead of like buttoning it up. I like those little tight, like those like spring training shirt jerseys.
The hitting shirts or whatever they're called.
Let me see if I can find those. Maybe I'm still trying to figure out what fits to wear over there, but definitely excited for sure. It's for my best friend and his birthday, so
hell yeah.
I did once have
Nate's best friend.
I did once like 12 years ago when he broke into the league. I was a big Yasiel Puig guy, so I did have a Yasiel Puig T-shirt. Oh. That was his like rookie year of the Dodgers.
Lost, even though he was fun to watch.
This was like rookie year.
I wanted to succeed so bad with the Reds just so he could put his Dodgers years behind him, but no.
I could go T-shirt. I could do an Ohtani T-shirt.
A Jackie Robinson or a Koufax T-shirt would be lit.
That'd be true. Because I don't have to do jersey. Because jersey I wear like about once or twice, and then
dude, get a T-shirt because like it's
true.
It's like don't get a jersey. Get a jersey of teams you actually like.
Exactly. Plus, I gotta wait.
I don't even have so right now the only jerseys I have are like of teams I actually care about, right? So like all Eagles, Diamondbacks, or Hurricanes. There's no or Timberwolves. There's no other. Like I think I have. Do I? No, I don't have any other teams.
No.
Yeah.
We want to do something that's really random that'll probably be really cheap, and everybody will think you're a diehard fan because they're like, "Why are you wearing this if you're not a fan?" Get like a Russell Martin Dodgers shirt.
Andre Ethier.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, this guy must be a big Dodgers fan if he has a Russell Martin."
Or like Adrian Gonzalez or something.
Yeah,
some random Dodger. Wasn't you Darvish on the? No, I'm tripping. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he was. 2017.
That's what I'm saying. I know my stuff. Yeah, I could get
reason the Diamondbacks couldn't get our day. He was unhittable in that playoff.
He was so good back in the days, or back in the quote unquote days.
I hated watching the team go against them. Anyway, all right. So be safe, have fun. Obviously, we'll talk to you before then. But
yes, sir.
So UFL is in the books. The playoff matchups are set. We've got Zach's Michigan Panthers versus Kelsey's Birmingham Stallions. I'm not going to do the thing. We're not picking games. And then we have the Jared Met Bowl.
Again.
Round 3.
Third matchup, third different quarterback or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because Max Duggan didn't play against you guys. I think we had Silver play against you. And then you had Manny Wilkins the first time before he busted his ankle up. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, we'll talk about it in 2 weeks because it's not this following weekend. It's next following weekend is the playoffs. So This one's kind of a weird weekend. We might not even do a show Thursday. We haven't decided yet. We might just give the boys the weekend off.
Do we know when they announced the UFL season awards?
We have the UFL teams. Do you want to know those?
What?
Oh, the all UFL teams?
Yeah.
No, like the MVP and everything like that.
Wait, did they already announce the all UFL team already?
The teams, yes, just not the awards.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, give me 30 seconds. 1 second, folks.
Oh, dude, look at this is the tape from my elbow from baseball yesterday.
Nice.
This is the resin from the tape.
UFL team is as stands. Quarterback Bryce Perkins, Panthers. Running backs Jayshon Corbin and Jacob Sailors. Go Hawks. Receivers Deion Kane, Stallions, Chris Rowland, Defenders, Matt, and Tyler Vaughn from the Renegades. Cool. Tight ends Sal Canella, Renegades, and Gunnar Oaks, Panthers. Offensive tackles Yasir Durant, Defenders, and Ryan Nelson, Panthers. Guards Cole Cabral, Panthers, Steven Gonzalez, Battlehawks. Center Mike Panasiewicz, Battlehawks. Defense Joe Wallace, Defenders, Perion Winfrey, Stallions. Edge rushers Derek Robertson, Defenders, and Pita Tamu Penu, Battlehawks. Linebackers Tavante Beckett, Bahamas. Willie Harvey, Battlehawks, and Anthony Hines, Defenders. Cornerbacks DeAndre Baker, go Giants, from the Defenders. Ajane Harris from the Renegades, and Kendrick Whitehead Jr. from the Panthers. And at safety, Leon O'Neal Jr. Roughnecks, and Arnold Tarpley III from the Panthers. Special teams, if you care, Rodrigo Blankenship from the Battlehawks as the kicker, Brad Wing from the Bahamas as a punter, and return specialist Chris Rowland, Defenders, long snapper Alexander Matheson from the Battlehawks. And that'll do it.
I'm not surprised that the Bahamas punter was the Pro Bowler. Because he was out there doing work every week, man.
Is it a compliment to the player, or the team when you're the best punter? It's like you're doing a great job, but your team just sucks.
You're out there way more than you should. Listen, the best punters are only used when needed. Like, I don't even remember who the current Eagles punter is right now.
Braden Mann.
Oh, Braden Mann. That's right. Because I have a funny story about Braden Mann. I couldn't remember for a second. Yeah, but Donnie Bag of Bones Jones was our punter when we won the Super Bowl back in 2017, and he wasn't a Pro Bowler. He wasn't even an All-Pro, but he was a weapon when you need him to put a ball in the opposing team's coffin corner.
Braden Mann, I just know because he was drafted by the Jets, and then I think we just cut Thomas Morstead for a undrafted free agent punter
who will probably play for the Eagles in 5 years and be a Pro Bowler.
Probably.
But yeah, and I have a funny story about the Eagles with Braden Mann. I'll tell you guys off camera. He was a little inebriated, and it was funny. He was an entertaining human being. Anyway, so speaking of the Eagles, the Madden cover has been announced. Congratulations to the best running back in football, Mr. Saquon Barkley. Ironically, Madden 26 will have number 26 on the cover. I may have to buy it literally just because he's on the cover. I haven't bought a Madden since Madden 20, so this should be fun.
It's gonna be better though, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy the bundle.
Get the deluxe version. Dude, okay, listen, the standard, okay, for those of you who get it, just real quick, if whoever gets the disc version, the standard version is okay. I get the whole hurdling, but the deluxe version, that's a good cover. I don't know if y'all seen the deluxe cover, but it looks way better than the standard.
See, I'm going to buy it digitally, so I don't really care. It's just about the solidarity with Saquon being on the cover, but also I'm probably going to buy NCAA again, even though I just bought it last year. I did buy the $100 version last year, which I did get to play 3 days early, and I definitely got my money's worth. But what I'll probably do is I'll just buy both because it's only $150, and then you get 2 games. Or no, less than that. It's like $130 or so. It's like cheaper. I think it's a little cheaper. I think it's like $130 or some $120. They give you less for more, but for the bundle. But I'll buy Madden this year just because it's been a while since I bought one. And to MLB The Show and to EA and to Xbox, I would have rather spent the money on you weenies, but you had to make us play full price for a glitchy game that sucks this year.
My thing with it is, so I went on my Xbox store, today, and I really wanted to get the MLB game, and I'm like, I always get the digital, so I was like, let me just go on the Xbox store.
It's still
So
60, isn't it?
no, well, no, yeah, it's still like $69.99 or whatever, but they don't. So I have the Xbox One. I don't have the Series X yet, but it is compatible. Like you can play MLB The Show 25 or 20, whatever it is right now. You can play it on Xbox One. The game store does not have it available for the Xbox One. You can only buy the version that's the Xbox Series X, and then when you go to buy it, obviously it says it's not compatible with this system. So I have to, I guess, I don't know, go to a GameStop that's like
Or
every
Walmart.
like 40 miles. Yeah, then I got to go to Walmart. I guess I got to buy a hard copy of it now. And then I went to go get WWE 2K25 too, and I couldn't get that one either. They didn't have it
because
available.
they're phasing out your game system, brother. I don't have to tell you.
I know I can't upgrade yet.
Yeah, I mean, I got lucky because a family member had an extra one, and they sold it to me for a quarter of the price.
Are they still
But,
saying full price?
They think they went up.
Great.
Wait, for the Series X or the Xbox One?
Either.
The Xbox
Either,
S,
yeah.
the Xbox S barely counts as the new one. I have friends who have it. It's I don't know. I got the X. I got lucky.
Damn. $569 Walmart.
How is it more?
I mean, it's on sale. It used to be $600.
I thought they were $500. How are they increase in price?
They had to. I think it's because of the tariffs. They had to, every corporate greed. They blame the tariffs. Who said that out loud?
So I got to go buy a gaming system that's like 3 years old for $70 more.
That's
mean,
crazy.
It's the second to last Xbox they're ever going to make because the next one's basically going to be a Steam Deck with an Xbox inside of it. So, not about video games, but yeah. So Saquon's on the cover. It looks cool. That's why my title today is Protect Saquon, because this is the ultimate way to try to stop the Eagles. They couldn't stop him on the field. They couldn't stop tush push. So hell, we'll give him the Madden curse.
He'll break it. I have a good feeling. He'll
Knock
break
on
it.
wood, man. Pulling for Saquon. I really am.
Me too. Me too.
Nate, we only
I
have
miss
to go
him
for another
sometimes.
15 minutes, and we're already longer than last week's show.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't the same without Matt, man.
I know. It's like there's not as much. Me and Nate could talk for hours, but it's not enough banter. Also, there was nothing going on last week. Me and Nate were
true.
scrambling to look for crap to do.
I
you
just
really
don't feel
can't
the
do
Matt
like
role
any of our
correctly.
fun games when it's just two of us, because you're kind of just like, what do you think of this guy? Oh, I like that guy. Oh, what do you think of that guy? Oh, I like that guy. It's like, oh, this is lame.
Yeah.
And Nate and me are both very energetic, and he's very bubbly. I'm very blunt. So it's not. We need Matt's quiet cynicism.
Yeah, be like, oh, I like this guy. That guy sucks. I'll just come out of
He's like, oh, he played for the Jets for a year. F that guy.
Yeah, I probably would.
Oh.
You mentioned Penn State, and I had a war flashback of Christian Hackenberg. Somebody mentioned him before. Penn State, it was Nate. I immediately had like a grenade went off in the background. I just froze.
Oh, boys, guess what? So played baseball this weekend. New bat. First at bat, got jammed with a cutter. Guess what happened?
Oh, man.
My back cracked right on the handle. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So it's being sent to Amazon tomorrow morning. I will be hopefully they already have a new one on the way. But the problem is about $10 on that damn back grip that I did the custom back, the shock absorbing one.
Got to get the torpedo.
No, dude.
True.
Dude, it would not make sense for a guy like me. I actually barrel the ball very well because I have very quick bat speed. Torpedo bats for guys who can't get the ball around fast.
Me.
All right.
How fast can you pitch?
I think if I threw as hard as I could off the mound, I might get low 80s right now.
Ooh.
Maybe high 70s. I don't know. I haven't gotten radar guns since I was in high school with that, and I think that I was right hitting the same number. I'm definitely a lot stronger and I have better mechanics now, but it's I'm also 30. So
they've got torpedo wiffle ball bats. I know
what?
They don't let you use those, but they got They call them hyper
Matt, we're going to
stick.
show up to the tournament this year, and they're going to say, yeah, you guys can't use that.
What is this? Oh, it's just a hyper stick, the standard, CDC wiffle ball bat.
CDC, the Center for Disease Control, is the one who guys have. I will say though, I do have a modded wiffle ball bat. My buddy, we had a couple beers during spring break one year, and we decided, why don't we make a modded wiffle ball bat for the quad? And so I took my pocket knife that I may or may not have had in my dorm, or I may have kept in my car. We cut open the top, shoved it with newspaper, closed it up with Gorilla Tape, wrapped the barrel in Gorilla Tape, so when it connects with a wiffle ball, it sends it. Because the Gorilla Tape is very it's like a resin covered tape, so it's a little thicker, and it's like they use it for like electrical and like heavy duty stuff. So I kind of want to bring it to the tournament. And when it's eventually our team versus the college kids again, we say, hey, you want to use this overpowered bat? So it's like 12-7 instead of all of us flying out every 5 seconds.
So you Sammy Sosa the bat.
Yeah, I basically corked the hell out of it.
Nice.
Listen, you're allowed to use fiberglass dipped bats in our league, so which are illegal in Major League Baseball. Because they give it a little extra pop because there's more push off. It's a harder surface. But so me and Matt play this wiffle ball. So I'm going to try to see if I can recruit one of our guys from my actual baseball team, because he plays wiffle ball like overly competitively. I'm kind of like, okay, this dude might be a good ringer for us.
Maybe this year I'll win a cooler.
Maybe this year I won't win beer again for the 7th damn year in a row. Nate, it's a running joke. I've won beer or a beer-related gift card every year for the past 2 or 3 years.
Nate, last year was my first year, and they had a Yeti cooler and an Igloo cooler. One of them I think Jared's dad brought, and they were both really, really nice, really nice. I probably put $50 each, worth of tickets in each of them. And it wasn't there was a lot of people, but there also wasn't a lot of people. I don't know. So somebody won, and then the same person won the second one. And they were like, nope, we got to give it back. We can't win all these gifts. This is our event. So they put it back, and then they relisted it, and then somebody else won again. So I had 3 opportunities to win 2 coolers, and I struck out on all of them. I don't even think I won a basket. I spent $100 just to get one of these coolers.
And you didn't get a bid.
But I will say, I knew we were in Fancy Pants USA because the snacks we got, oh my gosh, I never got those kinds of snacks for a little wiffle ball thing. We had the good stuff, Nate, like the mini munchkin little donut things. We had all the name brand stuff. We had nice little pizzas.
We had the high tax bracket snacks.
Yeah, we had the mini brownies, the little brownies in the little bag or whatever you get from the store.
Little Debbie frosted cakes.
Oh, yeah. Everything Debbie. Little Debbie, freaking yo-yos and ring dings and hee-haws, all of them.
Hee-haw. Oh, man. Yo-yos and ding-dongs. Actually, ding-dongs are real... Yeah, no, it's really fun. But the problem is just no protein there. So basically we're just sitting there just shoveling in sugar. And me and Matt and the boys may or may not have been knocking back a couple Millers while we were playing ball.
Oh yeah. So
still smoking everyone we played until the championship.
Yeah, we got these young kids that were like, "Yeah, man, we're practicing this and that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're getting smoked."
Yeah, they beat us every year. They have a bunch of kids who play club wiffle ball in college. And I know some of the kids because they grew up my sister's grade, and they're are below them, and they're from the area. They play high school ball, so I kind of know some of them. And it cracks me up every year because there's this wave of one pitcher. It comes out sidearm, it dives, rips, goes left and right, and you're just like, what in the sweet hell am I supposed to hit here? But
yeah, you're just swinging and you're hoping you're connecting.
All right, Matt, we're gonna do a practice this year. just for one of us to strike Dom out from to snap the bat over his knee. Or for me to snap the bat. Yeah, we'll figure it out this year. But we might be bringing in at least one ringer. But yeah, football's fun. Do you guys really feel like talking about basketball? There's really nothing to talk about till Thursday. I mean, but we might not do a show Thursday. So you want to talk about basketball today?
Yeah, we could talk a little bit about it.
We go real quick. Do it.
All right, so the NBA's media PR team is going to try to spin it as this NBA final is going to be great, and it might be, but I'm kind of hoping for a ratings. I don't like SGA. I can't stand the Thunder. I used to like the Thunder back when they were kind of a lovable, folksy team. And, I had to watch so much verbal abuse on my Timberwolves from Thunder fans. I'm kind of like, I hope y'all lose now. Like, I really would love to see the pain and suffering.
Yeah, I'm rooting for OKC because obviously I don't want the Pacers to win after they knock the Knicks out, but I also would like to see Hartenstein get a ring. And I think this realistically could be a series where OKC could get it done in 5 or 6. I think they're the significantly better team. I think Pacers are strong. I think they are a strong-hearted, passionate team. They're fast. They're deep in the bench. I just think they're going to get a little overpowered by OKC. And after the Pacers knocked the Knicks out, I officially scratched off Siakam off my baby name list. So forget that. No Siakam or Dazo is going to be coming out of here. Thanks for freaking Indiana, Pat McAfee. Anyways, that was a joke. No, I like SGA. I like Hartenstein. I like all the guys over there. I think they can get this done in 5.
Traitor. All right. I have a theory here, right? So these two teams are built very similarly. Superstar point guard. He's good at scoring. Can kind of get annoying to opposing fan bases. They have a bunch of bruising defenders and active defenders. They have a really good number 2 scorer. He's not like an elite talent, but he just lights up the scoreboard. And they're both deep. Why can't, if they call this, I don't see why the Pacers can't take this in 7. Give me Pacers in 7. I'm kind of vibing with it right now. I think they're kind of it's a weird kind of vibe I'm getting off this series. Like, everyone's expecting kind of a nice, quick gentleman sweep by OKC because of the way they kind of handle business against Minnesota. But, Minnesota basically just had the worst series they've played in a long time. And let's be honest, everyone kind of was like thinking it was the next year, and now, Oklahoma, Indiana handle business. They could very possibly, we could very much see Oklahoma City take this out in a week and a half and 5 games, whatever. Or Indiana makes this a scrappy 7-game series. I don't know. Just for fun, give me the Pacers in 7. I think it'd be really hilarious.
Well, for work purposes, I hope it's a sweep. I don't care who it is, because the faster the NBA wraps up, the better. For, like I said, my personal selfish self, but no, I think Pacers will definitely take the series. I'm rooting for the underdogs. I think the Thunder are obviously the clear favorite, and you guys are picking the other team. No, you guys aren't picking the team that beat your team to advance to the finals. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because Matt, you're picking the Thunder, Jared, you're picking the Pacers because, yeah. Anyways, but I think it's simply put. From my perspective, Tyrese has done a hell of a job this postseason, knocking down all these giants, Giannis and Donovan Mitchell, and then he knocked out Brunson and all of them. And if there's anyone who's capable of leading the team to take down another giant, which is in this case Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, it's going to be him, and he's going to have a lot of key moments in this series where he just takes over and leads the Pacers to win. So. Yeah, give me Indiana. Give me them in 6. I think they wrap it up at home, which should be a great ending to the season. And, yeah.
Has any of you guys, because I don't know if I should mention it on the camera, so I'm not going to mention what I want to say, but has anybody seen the Tyrese Halliburton edits on X when they were beating the Knicks.
Ooh, I did not. Could you send one of those to me whenever you find one?
I will. They're funny. But oh, damn it. That was old. I think I just read 49ers Eagles trade is now official, and that was like I just skipped over it really quick, but I think that was just a Bryce Huff thing. Also, apparently this is offensive lineman retirement day because besides Frank Ragnow, David Andrews just retired.
No!
With the Patriots.
Wow.
He just had a whole press conference. I was looking up something else, and he just popped up.
Yeah, I saw like a Patriot. I got updates that a Patriot was retiring. But I was like, who? Damn, you know what's crazy? Ragnow's your age, Matt. That's nuts.
Yeah, he's 29. And I didn't even realize how banged up he was. He just pretty much was like, I am tired of convincing myself that I feel good when I don't. So he must have just been really banged up.
Yeah.
Which, hey, he played on some down Lions here, so I wouldn't really put it past him to be a little banged up.
29.
Hell of a career, man. Multiple time Pro Bowler. So congrats, Frank, on a great career. You too, David. That's really all I can say there. It's like kind of like you're like, ouch. But
Bryce Huff gone. I'm sure you're happy.
I wanted him to. I thought we were going
to coffee and a donut. I don't really care. It's like we wasted a whole season of what's it called on him, of money on him. We could have spent it on somebody else, but who cares? At least we got that off our books. Anyway, so you boys ready to talk who our top 10 quarterbacks are?
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
These are freaking great.
Dang it! Yeah, we'll show this off air to you, boss. Or no, boss, you'll see it off air.
They are hilarious, but probably not appropriate. Which one was it?
Not on the air.
Which one?
Was it the last
Any
one?
of them.
Oh man!
I am not. I will come to California and shave your head, then come back to Connecticut and shave his.
I like the first one. That one's good. The caption's good for the first one.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we're done.
Dang it, man!
Lord Almighty, give me strength. Okay, we're talking top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. We get 2 honorable mentions if you would like to do so. I will start it off because let me just take the lead here because that's what leaders do. 2 honorable mentions in no order are Mr. Geno Smith of the now Las Vegas Raiders and Matthew Stafford of the should have been world champs, according to Sean McVay, Los Angeles Rams. That's a shot at Sean McVay because he's a weenie. Number 10, rookie of the year 2 years ago. I think one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. He had a down year with no offensive line, and Bobby Slovic being the worst offensive coordinator in football, not named Brian Johnson. Give me C.J. Stroud. I think C.J. is a very talented quarterback. I think with healthy receivers and a offensive coordinator with an actual IQ, he should be fine. Number 9, give me the comeback kid himself. Give me Baker Mayfield. Back-to-back playoff seasons in Tampa. He's been electric since he got there, and he fits that culture to a T. He basically made it to the playoffs with no receivers and still was effective. Number 8, give me the rookie of the year from this year. Give me Jaden McDaniels. I'm sorry, no, Jaden Daniels. Sorry, wrong sport. Jaden Daniels, very fun, electric player. His mom's got to lay off the reins. Let him go after a nice young lady. But you know what? He's a hell of a player. I do possibly see a little sophomore slump because it is the NFL and guys are going to start getting taped on him. You saw what happened in the championship game when Vic Fangio figured him out. A lot of teams are going to follow suit. Speaking of talent, but not being able to put up in the playoffs, Justin Herbert. There we go. Arguably, if you ask football nerds and film guys, he's the most talented quarterback on the field. Problem is, he puts up in the playoffs like A-Rod did before the 2009 World Series. So, yeah, that's what happens. Number 6, give me a guy who's been to a Super Bowl, then got traded as a garbage piece to another team, and now has resurrected their entire franchise. Give me Jared Goff at number 6. I think Goff is one of the best deep ball throwers in the league. He runs one of the most prolific offenses. It's not his fault that his team doesn't know how to play defense. Also, listen, I do hear the fact that against the Texans, he threw 4 interceptions and they still found a way to win. Everyone has a bad game. Just ask the guy next to him who led the league in passing yards, touchdowns, and INT. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't lead INTs. But number 5, give me Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's biggest knock was that he was the only one to beat Patrick Mahomes, but there's a guy 2 spots ahead of him who's now done it twice. So yeah, but I love Joe Burrow. He's a very talented passer. I think he gets a little extra hype because of how fun his second year in the league was. It was a cool run he went on with the Bengals in 21. But Joe Burrow's cool. I think he's a top 5 quarterback, no question. Number 4, give me the 2-time, 3-time, whatever time MVP. Give me Lamar Jackson. Would love for him to put up some numbers in the playoffs against non-terrible teams, but he's the best dual threat quarterback in the league besides number 1 and number 3. I think Lamar has a lot he can do better. I saw against elite defenses, he looked like he struggled. But again, that happens with a lot of teams. I still think there's only about 3 quarterbacks in this league better than him. The MVP is a popularity vote. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Number 3, give me Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, defeater. Olympus quotes spewer. Jordan Brand athlete. And the most apparently controversial quarterback in football, Jalen Hurts, at number 3. Listen, according to every hack named Mina Kimes and every other armchair quarterback, winning is not a quarterback stat. Yeah, bullshit. Archie Manning would be a Hall of Famer if that was a stat. If that didn't matter. Okay, listen, like Eli Manning would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer if that was a stat. Dude's got 2. Eli's going to get in off his Super Bowl wins, not his stats. His wins. He has 2 championships, okay? I don't want to hear this winning is not a QB stat.
And for who he beat.
Yeah, he knocked off apparently our GOAT.
Yeah,
And
screw you, Tom. I'm just kidding. Love you, Tom.
No, listen, Tom is the GOAT. Patrick
Yes, he is. We love Tom.
Patrick is still a cheap facsimile, but he walked around the arena afterward going, "Are you not entertained?" Because he just dismantled Patrick on national television. And it was not 40-20, whatever it was. It was more like 40-6 when they pulled the dogs off. Number 2, speaking of Patrick Mahomes, 3 damn titles, man. And he's my age.
Crazy.
And he's one of the most gifted quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. The stats to prove it, the MVPs to prove it. The only guy who beats him out is the guy who can't beat him. But I think it's just there's so much talent there, and he does so much with so little. And also, this is also me giving him the nod because he just got married this week. And congrats, sir. Josh Allen is my number 1 quarterback in the league still. It's you basically can do whatever shuffle of the top 3 you want. Generally, you could say Patrick, Jalen, Josh. Patrick, Josh, Jalen. I wouldn't put Jalen at 1 because he's not one. If Jalen comes out and throws 45 touchdowns this year and the Eagles win the Super Bowl again, then yes, we could have that conversation. But I think everyone's top 5 has some similar order to that. You know what? Everyone's like, my biggest issue with Joe Burrow was like, oh, he beat Mahomes. Well, so did Jalen. Oh, he has better numbers in a regular season. He had to outshoot every team. Jalen got to hand the ball off to the greatest halfback of all time, at least season-wise, or one of the greatest seasons of all time. Then you have Lamar Jackson. Oh, he's the MVP. It's a popularity award. He's a popular player. Everyone loves Lamar. You can't really hate Lamar unless you're a Steelers, Bengals, or Browns fan. And he's an entertaining player, and he's good. It's just, everything he does, Jalen can do. He may not be able to run as fast, but he can throw the ball. He can win games. To me, it's like I tried to rank everything based off of like, okay, this but that, like devil's advocate. So that's my top 10.
I like it. So I guess my honorable mentions. One of my honorable mentions. So when I was doing my list, I was pretty much basing it off of how I felt like everybody performed last year, and then heading into this year. So not completely like overall, but just trying to look at how they performed last year and then heading into this year. So my honorable mention, I have CJ Stroud as one of them. Obviously had an amazing rookie year, just kind of came out of left field because everybody was talking about Bryce Young the entire year, and had a great year 1, and obviously took a step back year 2, which we were all a little concerned about because of just the level of improvement that offense had in year 2, but confident that year 3 he's going to be much better. But he's one of my honorable mentions. And my other honorable mention, I'm not going to lie, so he would probably be my 12, but I do have Dak Prescott on here. I know he's not He's not a top 10 quarterback anymore.
He's White Kirk Cousins. He's a stat merchant.
Yeah. I mean, regular season, I mean, he's top 5, not 5, sorry. He's top 8 in that area. When he's healthy and in the regular season, he could throw for 5,000 yards. He could throw for 40 touchdowns. He can get you 12-plus wins. It's just what's hindering him is just the fact that he can't get the job done in January. Number 10, probably my favorite guy on this list just because of his story. I have Baker Mayfield at 10. He was drafted to be the Cleveland Browns savior. He at one point was, and the organization pretty much just said, listen, we're used to dysfunction and toxicity, and you are not that, and we need to go get the guy that sexually assaulted 20 plus 30
Allegedly.
Women. Allegedly. So they had to ruin that perfect relationship, that healthy, balanced relationship that Cleveland needed. He bounced around, obviously we know where, and he found his place in Tampa, and he has been a top quarterback these last couple of years, back-to-back playoff appearances. I have Baker Mayfield on my 10. Number 9, I have Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert for a handful of years was a top 5, top 6 quarterback. And I am tired of him being a good statistical, solid regular season quarterback that just keeps being a first and out guy in the playoffs. You finally got this guy a coach. So hopefully they build up on this roster and maybe he gets past round 1. But until he can prove that he can get a deep playoff run for me, he's number 9 for me. Number 8, Matt Stafford, a guy that can continue to play at a high level despite being in his late 30s. Obviously, he had a great career with the Lions. He comes to the Rams. He has a little resurrection, gets that Super Bowl. And even at his age and at his inconsistent health status, he still gets this team into the playoffs. And he still makes them go on deep runs. I mean, that game with the Eagles was close. It could have went either way. But he's still a guy that can play at that top level. He's still a guy that can compete and get his team to the promised land. Number 7, Jared Goff, a guy that has had a career resurrection with Dan Campbell in Detroit, who looks like that Jared Goff from that one season with McVay in LA when he got them to the Super Bowl.
Todd Gurley going off season, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he is just picked off from that year and it's just kept going. He just continues to steadily improve and just get better and just impress, I think, everybody. And he has proven to Detroit that he is their franchise quarterback for the long term. And I think he's just got a great story, and he's just a fantastic quarterback with Dan Campbell. So I got Jared Goff at 7. Number 6, my guy, LSU, Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year, the best quarterback coming out of that class so far. He had a amazing season. A rookie like Mark Sanchez got his team to the championship game. Much better season than Mark Sanchez, obviously. It blew him out of the water, but just somebody that I had a feeling he was going to be great. I just didn't think he was going to have that great of a first season. So hopefully he picks that back up in year 2, but just what he did last year, I got him at 6. Number 5 is when my list gets exactly the same as Jared's pretty much. I have Joe Burrow at 5. He is a consistent top 5 quarterback. It's not his fault that his organization does not want to address the defense, but just a guy that continues to play at a high level. It's just unfortunate that he can go put up 40 points, but he can't get the job. Well, the team can't get the job done because the defense is not strong. But Joe Burrow is my number 5. Number 4, the 2-time MVP, I believe it is, Lamar Jackson. He just, like I said, you could have him at the 3, but he is a top 4 quarterback in my opinion. It's just what's really hindering me from putting him any further up than 4 is that he, like Josh Allen, just cannot kind of get over that hump of either KC or Buffalo. He's just somebody that's just not able to get past the championship game. He can't get that team to the promised land right now. Yes, you can rack up the MVPs, but what we care about is Super Bowls, and I need you to get there. So for right now, I got him at 4. Number 3 is Jalen Hurts for me, a guy that I think receives a lot of criticism for somebody that is just an absolute stand-up guy and just loves the game and just plays at a high level every year. Did he have an eye-opening statistical season? No, but he had the luxury of having the best running back in the league this year. And when you have that at your disposal, you would be a fool not to use them. And he used them, and look where that got them. And he won that game for them. Everybody said you need Saquon, you need the defense, you need this and that. And Jalen Hurts put that team on his back and entirely won that game off of his shoulder. So I got Jalen Hurts at 3. And like Jared was saying, I think if he has an MVP season next year, or even if they go back to the Super Bowl and they win it again, I think that brings him up from 3 into the conversation of 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
For me right now at number 2, I have Josh Allen. I do think he is one of the best all-around quarterbacks, obviously in the league, minus Patrick Mahomes. The man can do anything, absolutely anything. You need him to run for the yards, you need him to throw for the yards. He can do everything. He can juke out defenders. He can extend plays. He just can't get over that hump in the playoffs like Lamar. He can't get past Mahomes. He can't get past the championship game. Yes, he's got the MVP. You could argue that it should have been Lamar, but he did get the MVP. But until he can get over that hump and he can break through the barrier and get his team to the promised land, like the other quarterback at number 1, he's going to stay at number 2 for me. And then my number 1 is obviously Patrick Mahomes. Not a big statistical year as well, but he still was Mr. Clutch in the playoffs. He still got his team to the Super Bowl. He still has, I think, 3 titles, and he's 30 or 29. And he is competing to be the next GOAT of this football league. At least of this generation currently, he is going to be the greatest of all time for this young kids. But for me, clear as day, number 1 quarterback. I don't know. I mean, he keeps getting to the Super Bowl, so until he doesn't get him to the Super Bowl consistently, maybe. But right now, he's the number 1.
I'm with it. Mr. Nathan.
All right, number 1, Daniel Jones. Number 2, Zach Wilson.
Fired, gone, done.
No, I'll make mine quick. Honorable mention: Bo Nix, Geno Smith. Love Bo Nix's play last year. Definitely, if he doesn't, as long as he doesn't have a sophomore slump, I do think that he'll definitely have a case to be in the top 10. More lower towards 10 than up in the top 5. But I digress. Number 10, Stafford. Number 9, Herbert. 8, Mayfield. 7, Daniels. Number 6, Goff. 5, Burrow. 4, Hurts. 3, Mahomes. 2, Lamar. And number 1 is Josh Allen, who is my favorite non-Giants quarterback in this league.
Got Lamar ranked high. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to knock it. Basically, it's your top. As long as you're in the top 5, those 5 quarterbacks in your 5, you're not wrong. Just orders on
the order. Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, right? That the top 3 order, you can cycle it however you want. But honestly, it's hard to make any argument to replace any of those 5 with someone else outside the top 5. It's going to be a hard argument to make. But
yeah, if you say Justin Herbert's a top 5 quarterback in this league, you automatically
top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure.
Top 10, yes, but I'm sorry, you have to take into account that you can't just blame the coaching staff for his playoff performances. He threw the interceptions. It was not John Harbaugh or Anthony Lynn or whoever his other quarterback or whoever his other coach was. There's our top 10. Nate, we made it 20 minutes past the last episode. Woo-hoo!
We sure did. Isn't that an accomplishment or what? Gosh,
we're going to try to get more people on for interviews. Maybe we'll bring back our friend Mr. Garcia, maybe some other old friends as well. Just to kind of
running backs next week.
Your running backs. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I mean, listen, if you don't have number 26 and number 1, you're a weenie. So.
Well,
I mean, if you're basing it off of last season, you should be. Yeah. It should be 1. It should be 50 feet of crap, and then it should probably be whoever else you want after that.
TH or King Henry or
you could throw in CMC just for the hell of it.
I mean, okay, listen, how many times are we gonna lie to ourselves that he's like there when he's injured every single damn year?
I mean, the last 2 years or so at San Fran, but not this year. But
2023 was the only year he actually, I think, played a full season with San Fran.
I saw a video online where it was one of those videos where it's like, you're old when, and then this guy was like, oh, I had the 11th pick in my draft. Who am I projected to take? And all of a sudden he's like, Christian McCaffrey is going to be there, and he's like, he has this look of shock, like. He can't believe we're at that point in time where McCaffrey is no longer a top 2 pick.
That was Saquon with the Eagles last year, dude. He went like 12th in one of my leagues.
Yeah, but I don't think McCaffrey's going up from this.
No. I mean, also, I think this is the last year of San Fran.
Well, see, Saquon got his injuries out the way early, but Saquon had his injuries earlier, and now he is the running back we all thought he was going to be now because he's now healthy, whereas McCaffrey got everything done in the beginning, and now he's
Dude, I think this is the weirdest thing of all time. I don't know who's winning the NFC West this year. I really don't. Because I thought, okay, all the defensive work, maybe they keep, maybe Gino and the boys up north. Nope, now Gino's in the Vegas. I don't trust San Fran. I don't trust, I think they're going to be good, but I don't think they're going to be as good as everyone thinks they are.
Rams.
The Rams, according to Sean McVay, they're going to win the Super Bowl every year. And then you have the Cardinals who just sneakily get a little better every single damn year. So, I mean.
I have maybe a hot take. I think Devontae Adams is a big upgrade over Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I think so too, because Devontae Adams doesn't really get injured.
Yeah, he might be, 4 or 5 years older than Kupp, but he is consistently on that field, and he can still play at a number one level. And he doesn't have to be the one. Nakua can be the one.
Yeah, he has no problem getting, as long as he's getting 8 or 9 reps, 8 or 9 catches a game, he's not going to complain.
That team's offense, as long as Stafford can stay upright, is perfectly fine.
Dude,
the defense was what was raw.
Problem with that offense, honestly, I take that back. I think the Rams win the division this year. I think they're going to probably have the second or third best record in the league. They're going to kill a lot of teams.
The defensive line was great for them. It's just the defense as a whole is just raw, and I think just a little more veteran presence, bringing that together. I think this could be a year where they make that next step. So I got the Rams to the NFC West.
I mean, honestly, now that we know the schedules, we can honestly do, we can go through and pick who we think's going to win. I mean, I was talking about this with somebody the other day. He was a Giants fan. He was giving me some crap. He's like, oh, they have such a rough schedule. And I'm just like, the top of the Eagles. And I'm just like, y'all realize between all of our hard games, we got mini buys, 10, 11, 12 days between games. And I'm like, they couldn't stack the deck any less against us for how bad our games were. It's yeah, you play the Bills and another playoff team back to back. Oh, we got how many days? 12 days between them? Sweet. It's
the Jets' first 8 games are a little rough, but the last 8 games are really nice.
So what you're saying is just go 500 and you should be fine.
What I'm saying is that I think 5 to 7 wins is a realistic, optimistic, sweet spot, and that anything more than that would be
turning into a Hall of Famer with the Jets.
I would love that. Because there's nothing lined up for the future. So if he has that year, then I think if he could have that year, then obviously they should keep him. But it's one of those things where Sam Darnold had that year, but they already had the replacement in the presence for him. They were just listen, we can't keep you because we drafted this kid at 9. He's going to be the guy. We don't have that. So if Justin Fields could have that year, he is the guy going forward. It would be his team.
Listen, ask the Rams how that went in 1999. They had Trent Green, who was the guy. He gets hurt. Kurt Warner comes in, wins a Super Bowl, gets to another Super Bowl, makes a really weird, very heavily Christian movie about him. Listen, as a Catholic man, I was like, wow, I respect this man, but this is really romanticizing the NFL right now.
Yeah, I mean, Bledsoe signed a 10-year deal before Brady started. And he never saw the field after that.
Poor Bledsoe, man.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
dude, Bledsoe. You go back and look
at
it
was
90s.
It was our fault.
90s Bledsoe was insane, dude.
And it was our fault because our linebacker is who hurt him.
So you're to blame for the Brady plague. Got it.
Mo Lewis of the New York Jets, number 57, we're responsible for it.
So he's Moises Alou for the Cubs. You're responsible for unleashing the curse of Brady on us.
Yeah, and it's funny because we are the most hated team by the Patriots, and we are the reason why they are the success.
Which is hilarious because I feel like it would shift. And I get though. I was talking to somebody the other day, who do you hate the most in the division? I'm like, what's really weird? The team I hate the most right now is the Packers. I don't really like. The Cowboys annoy me because it's a fun little tradition. Oh, F the Cowboys, oh, F the Eagles. It's we've had that for years. And, I got my issues with Giants fans. Not all of them, but the ones who, rooted against Saquon, you guys are the worst. It's not our fault. Your GM was a jabroni on what's it called? On Hard Knocks. And it's not our fault that you couldn't put an offensive line in front of him. Or, not his fault. So then why are you getting mad at the guy when he signs with the team who gives him the best contender with the most money? So out of all the contenders, they were the one who gave him the most money. And then he goes to y'all house and kicks your ass up and down the field. That's not his fault. That you guys have basically turned into the Jets with blue uniforms. But that's beside me. And then the Commanders, they're the cousin that was annoying as hell growing up, and then they hit the lottery. New owner, new GM, new coach, new quarterback, and they're great. And it's like, oh, these guys, jeez. It's the cousin who was a bum his entire life and hits the lotto and shows up in like a Bugatti, like a Bugatti Veyron, and like, you know, supermodel wife, has like a house in every state. You're just like, oh, it must be great.
The Clark Griswold and the family are the Eagles, and then when Cousin Eddie shows up, those are the Commanders.
I love it. Oh, dude, shout out to Christmas Vacation. My uncle, a diehard Pittsburgh Penguins fan, for his birthday got a Clark Griswold Blackhawks jersey, you know, from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, I will be wearing this to Christmas. And I'm like, that's awesome. He goes, yeah, because even though I'm a Penguins fan, everyone's a Christmas Vacation fan.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's like the one, not the one, but that's one of.
Yeah, movie athlete jerseys, the only pro jerseys I'd ever wear. So, like, I can't think of any, like, pro athlete jerseys I'd get that are, like, on. Like,
I would wear, like, I could wear a Gordon Bombay Ducks jersey or something like that, or one of those,
really
like.
Have a hot, like, I guess besides Griswold, I really wouldn't buy any hockey jerseys. Like, I mean, maybe the Happy Gilmore Bruins one. But there's no football ones I'd buy that are actually football ones, like they're actual teams.
You get a Rocket Cubs jersey, the stinky cheese from the rookie.
Or you get like a Willie Beeman from longest
oh yeah.
From Any Given Sunday. You could do Paul Crew from The Longest Yard.
Yeah. Oh, man. Bobby Boucher.
Dude, I saw a clip. I haven't watched that movie in probably 10 years, man. I was dying. I'm like, I gotta get back to work. What am I doing?
I just saw the Happy Gilmore 2 trailer.
Oh my god, so many great golfing cameos in it. Also Eminem's cameo. The ending with Shooter McGavin. I'm like, oh, this is great.
It's very random. I don't know. Me and my wife are huge fans, but if any of you guys love Shane Gillis, Tires 2 comes out in 3 days.
Oh, that's right.
I can't wait.
Shameless also, the new Matt, I don't know if you, because I know you and your wife like horror movies. You guys like the Predator series?
What is that on?
Horror? You know, like the movie like Alien vs. Predator.
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I haven't seen it. I've seen Romulus, but I haven't seen Predator.
Okay, go watch the Predator movies. They're all awesome, except for Predator 3. And no, sorry, there's no Predator 3. Predator 1's great. Predators is pretty good. That's Adrian Brody. And then AVP is corny but fun. And then The Predator is okay. They overhyped the hell out of it. But Prey is incredible. That is probably the best of the series. It is on a Hulu original. And I guess Hulu is doing like a series where like all these like all these like world events and historical monster movies are all just Predators. It looks kind of cool. I think one of them are going to try. Remember the story Beowulf? Yeah, you remember the monster? I think they're going to try to frame the monster as like one of the Predators, which would be cool. But yeah, so go check that movie. That show looks sick. I still have to watch Andor season 2. I'm looking forward to that one. But get my Star Wars nerd on. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, Nate, you got anything else before we roll out of here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Alrighty.
All good.
We will let you guys know about Thursday. We'll probably tweet it out or something by Wednesday. We'll make a decision. It's the off season, so we want to give the boys at least 1 or 2 days off. Back in the day before, back when the Thursday show is more important than the Monday, we used to take Mondays off. Now, because the Monday show is, obviously the one with all the bells and whistles and stuff. That one stays on, while the Thursday show we take off. But either way, we hope you guys have a great week. Either way, we will see you guys either Thursday or Monday. Shout out to our sponsors, candidates.com, promo code BELLYUP20. Righteous Felon, promo code BELLYUP for 15% off. And of course, SeatGeek, the best ticketing app on the planet. Belly Up Sports is the promo code for $20 off your first initial purchase. Certain restrictions do apply, and it's first purchase only. We will see you guys next week or on Thursday. Peace.